Hello and welcome to another episode of Thighs, Fries and Gay Guys. So sadly, I am here on my own today. You're back to just me, and I'm not even wearing short shorts. I'm in my little comfies. This is a very off-the-cuff episode, but today we're talking a bit about body image and January and Christmas and all the kind of things that are happening right now because, we've all been out of routine. Some of us have been ill. My voice is a little bit husky today. Enjoy that. And also, we've been eating differently. We've been socializing more, many of us. And now we come into January and there's this pressure to change, to get super fit, super lean. We're all going to be really depressed apparently in January because it's the worst time of the year and all this kind of stuff. And I just want us all to take a deep breath. And I want to give you some home truths that it's hopefully going to help you this January and help you feel a bit nicer, I think. Because, I'm not immune to pressures and everything that's going on around us. I'm still a human being. I still have a relationship with my body, with food, and feel certain ways, feel that I need to look a certain way. And the first thing I think we all need to hear and listen and realize is our body is not the same all year round. Our bodies do change. I probably hover around a certain way. I don't really weigh myself that often. I go by how my clothes feel, how I look in the mirror, rather than stressing about the scales, because actually I recently weighed myself because when I was going on holiday, I was like, I need to know how much the case weighs. You're getting off track, Matt. But, I'm 10 kilos heavier than I was when I last weighed, which I don't know when that was. But yeah, your body is not the same all year round. It's not actually the same day to day even, because there's so many things that affect how our bodies look. Like, I know over Christmas, my tummy has looked bloated one day and it's looked, flatter the next day. And I want us to realize when we eat food, it goes somewhere. There's food in there, and then there'll be gases from you digesting, and certain foods will bloat you more. Drinking makes many people bloat. Going on an aeroplane, traveling, again, we hold on to water. And the reason I'm saying this is because lots of people are like, oh my God, I put on weight. Look how fat I look. It's like, no, girl, let's take a deep breath. It's probably just some food that's in there. So can we just not start beating ourselves up, going into a super over-restrictive, stressy kind of vibe? Can we just take a chill pill? Let's go to bed, get a good night's sleep. And do you know what? Probably by the time you wake up and your body's digested whatever's inside you, probably look how you did a couple of days ago. So many things impact our bodies, and especially the bloat abdominally. So I don't want us to jump to conclusions that, oh my God, I've put on so much fat over Christmas. You may well have put on some weight. And what? Kind of, are you surprised? Have you been eating how you usually eat? Probably not. Have you been moving as much as you usually do? Probably not. Anecdotally, when it comes to holidays, my appetite actually goes down because I'm not teaching my classes. I'm not moving as much in that respect. So actually my body down regulates. It's like, well, don't eat so much food. But that's not to say over Christmas that I have not been living on Kit Kat Festive Friends. Not sponsored, but would happily be sponsored by them. Just to recap, if you eat a big meal and then go and look in the mirror and then you're surprised that, oh, my tummy looks bigger. Oh, yeah, there's food in there, bitch. Where do you think it goes? Goes in here, goes down to here, and then it does its job. Biology by Matt. The next thing, say you are sat there being like, do you know what? I'm not that happy with my body. Kind of let myself go. I don't feel that comfortable or confident in my body. Okay. You want to make a change? That is fine. So often it's like, oh my God, I'm going on holiday in a month's time. Let's start now. It's far easier to start making changes from the moment of the concept entering your head, being like, do you know what? I do want to make some changes. Don't worry though. If you're sat here being like, I don't even know where to start, I'm going to help you ease yourself into January and see this year as a marathon, not a sprint. We're not here to undo Christmas. What I want people to have done is had a really great Christmas, connecting with people they love, enjoying food with friends, and just get back into the groove as quickly as possible. So here's where we come to the action points. Where would I get started if I'm just getting back into the groove? Firstly, don't try and fix everything. What I mean by that is you don't need to do everything at 100%, because then you'll probably find within a couple of days unsustainable, back at square one, beating yourself up, lost even more trust in your ability to change. Pick a couple of areas to focus on, and I'm going to give you some ideas for that. But the first thing to reflect on is really what was working before Christmas happened, or before whatever's happened to stop you making progress. What was kind of working before? Because let's get back into doing that. Some areas where I like to focus on is number one, let's get back into a routine with nutrition. I'm really strong on planning to make sure the actions you need to take are the most convenient, the most easiest. So, am I making sure my fridge is full of nutritious foods? Am I making sure my meals are easy and quick to go to? I don't have time to cook in the week, so I prep at the weekend. My freezer is stocked with food, so all I have to do is come home, get it out, heat it, eat it. Okay? She hasn't got time to do anything else. She's a CEO, okay, mama? Another thing I would do with my food environment is at this time of year, I do an audit. I will be like, okay, I got lots of food as gifts over Christmas, very generous, but I can't eat all this food. So I will take some of it to the food bank in my supermarket, and the food's not going to waste. It's not that I don't appreciate it. I have to find a balance, a compromise with, I have goals I want to achieve with my body, with my health. I can't eat my own body weight in chocolate, much as I would love to. I would really love to do that, but I can't do that. Let's just take the food, get it to the food bank, get it given out so the food isn't going to waste and it's still appreciated and enjoyed. A habit I have built up over December and carried on so far is making sure I increase my daily steps. It sounds really wanky and everyone talks about it, but you know what? I don't actually move enough. So I've stolen Simone's, my other half's, Fitbit, and I'm wearing it. And after my dinner, after my lunch, I'm trying to go on a 15-minute walk. I will do a lap of the estate. It doesn't seem like a lot, but every little helps. It will add up. It will compound over time. Don't just think of fitness and movement in terms of the gym and classes. Yes, of course, they're a component, but let's just see if we can move around more. My third thing that probably has slipped for all of us, I know it has for me. I've probably had a bit too much fun this Christmas. No regrets, but going back into my normal work-life routine, I need to get back into a good sleep routine. I need to make sure I'm going to bed at roughly the same time, waking up at the same time. At bedtime, so I'm trying not to be on my phone before bed. I've got a book. Thankfully, my mom bought me a new book to read as well. And it just helps me get my body ready for sleep. Because, you know, over Christmas, we've all got out of routines and habits. So let's see if we can sort out our sleep again. And finally, when it comes to training, if you're there being like, oh my God, I want really thick thighs, I want a bit more defined upper body. Yes, you might need to lose some body fat, but also when it comes to your resistance training, lifting things, you're going to have to lift heavy. So one, build out your form, your technique, make sure you're lifting the weight safely. And then let's make sure we're working with weights and in a rep range that is going to help us to build muscle. So that come the summer, when we've got our little short shorts on or our speedos, let's not forget, 2025 was the first time I wore speedos since I was probably a kid. I don't even know. I think I wore them as a kid. Yes, there's a photo of me. But the point is, if I want to feel confident in the summer, she's gone on a big gay holiday with her gays. She's turning 40 this year. I know I don't look it. You can still send that message to me telling me that. I've got to do the work now. I've got to lift heavy. Going back to that, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I've got to get into the gym. I've got to lift weights at an intensity that is going to build the thick thighs so that, yes, I feel confident in my speedos. But here, we're not just about the aesthetic. Looking forward to my later life. The autumn of my life. The autumn leaves. I want to be independent for as long as I can. And a big part of fitness as we get older is maintaining muscle mass. So I've got to put the stores in the bank now so that I am able to still move around, be flexible, explore the world, and just have a good quality life as I get older. So yeah, we're doing it to look fierce and fit, but we're also doing it for our health and also my confidence in myself, how I want to feel in my body. I don't want to be on holiday feeling insecure and hating photos of myself, having to take 1,000,001 selfies, changing the angle. So I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with that. I just want to be present and live my best life. Just a quickie on that. My goal for 2026, not that any of you asked, I would love to hear yours, by the way, do send me your goals, is not so much fitness related. Like, I've really been reflecting lately. This is a real tangent to go off, but I really wanted to express it. I want to deepen the relationships I have with the people in my life. Like, I am surrounded by amazing people and I enjoy spending time with them. That's what recharges me. That's what tops up my cup. And so I just want to have an awesome year, having lots of fun, turning 40. Yeah, because that's really what's important to me, I think. As I'm getting older, it's about people. You know, career is, of course, important, but the thing that probably has fulfilled me most in 2025 and is, that. Spending time with people I love, having lots of fun times, making memories, being stupid, being sassy, being funny. So, 2026 people. Hope this has helped. Peace, love. Have an awesome 2026. And yeah, share with me what your goals are. You can share them with me on Instagram, email, anywhere. Just, I don't care how you get here. Just get here if you can. I don't have to pay copyright for that, do I? I hope not, anyway. Bye. Happy New Year.